or not, welcome again to Unscripted. I think that I get so nervous when I start off because I'm thinking, like, what am I going to wear? What am I going to say? What am I going to do? And then God just says, slow down, calm down. It has nothing to do with you and all to do with me. So I was jumping out of my skin this morning to get over and start to be able to record. We're going into Proverbs 14. Here we go. Wisdom, pride, prudence, righteousness, discernment, hard work, wisdom, patience, generosity, kindness. In Proverbs 14, all those words are covered and the meanings and the examples of it. We're going to be going over listening, building, speaking, and working today. And for those of you who just jumped onto this series called Unscripted, we're going through the book of Proverbs, corresponding proverb, corresponding day. Why is that? Because it's 3,000-year-old wisdom that still is applicable today. And it's incredible because when you take and you listen to it, sounds good. But then when you put it to work, it sounds even better and it looks even better because it always gets results. Wisdom, pride, prudence, righteousness, discernment, hard work, wisdom, patience, generosity, kindness. It says wisdom twice because where wisdom comes from is age old and it's timeless. It will never time out. 3,000-year-old wisdom coming at you today. Proverbs 14, Unscripted. Let's get it.
Cause we believin', it's for certain, we put the work in. We ain't stopped just because it's hurting. Right before your eyes, so it's coming to no surprise. The takeover is televised. Over and over again. Make no mistake, we continue to win. Defeat never know, cause I will not lose. They wanna mimic my moves, but can't walk in my shoes.
Wisdom, pride, prudence, righteousness, discernment, hard work, wisdom, patience, generosity, kindness. When we apply those things to our leadership, our culture, and our systems, in our business, our relationships, and our life, it's amazing what can happen. And the way that I designed Unscripted is I want it to be all meat, especially when we're going through Proverbs. It's not about a lot of fluff, anything like that. We've got, I believe, 9 or 10 points. Actually, we got 8 today, 8 points today. We're going to rapid fire on them, and I want to give you as much as humanly possible. But I want to let you know, too, that this, for me, has been a study. Like, I'm getting pelted every single morning as I'm reading through and as I'm studying, and I've been studying this for over 30 years. It doesn't make me an authority, but it does give me an opinion on it. And these are all my opinions. I'm not a Bible scholar. I've told you guys that in the past. This is just me going through it and learning, and I want to take you on the journey with me. So there's a couple principles on today, which is going to be listen, build, speak, and work, and we'll be getting to that. And the next thing that I want to tell you is that wisdom in this, when I said wisdom, pride, prudence, righteousness, discernment, hard work, wisdom, patience, generosity, and kindness, wisdom was said twice because it constantly is going back to that wisdom. And how do we get wisdom? It's through the fear of God. Fear of God is the respect of God. So when we respect God, He'll give us wisdom. Then He brings knowledge of Him. That knowledge will bring understanding. Understanding will bring insight. Insight will bring discernment. Discernment will bring discipline. Discipline will bring strength. And strength will lead us right back to the respect of Him. So let's go into point number 1. You could tell a tree by its fruit. In verse number 1, it says, the wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands, the foolish tears hers down. So when you see somebody building their home, building great things, building amazing things that have an incredible foundation that are feeding other people, it's amazing what can happen when we just look at the fruit. An orange tree will never produce apples. An apple tree will never produce oranges. But sometimes we get mad at the orange tree for producing oranges when we planted an apple seed. Everything has a seed, and that seed only has the ability to be planted in your life by us. And it's not from the things that happen to us, but it's the reactions that happen to those things. So you could tell a tree by its fruit. Always remember that part of it. Number 2, speak life. This was in verse 3 and verse 5. So when we look at that, verse 3, a fool's mouth lashes out with pride, but the lips of the wise protect them. A fool's mouth lashes out with pride. And how often have I done this? I have pride and my ego jumps in, and then someone says something and I jump right down their throat without thinking and being patient. But the lips of the wise protect them, meaning listen twice. That's what my mama told me all the time. Listen twice, speak once. Listen fast, speak slowly. In verse 5, it talks about an honest witness does not deceive, but a foolish witness pours out lies. Point number 3, no poop, no dog. My mom used to always say poop, and that was like the bad word that she said. And I thought about this on the walk with my dog this morning, Skylar. Little fluffy puppy, looks like an Ewok. She's incredible. Until she's not, until she's barking or she poops on the floor, I have to pick up her poop. But what I realized is all the joy that I have. I woke up this morning, got to walk around my neighborhood, got to get a little exercise, all because I have a dog. But with that dog comes poop. So if you don't want the poop in your life, you're generally not going to have the dog. So if you want the things you want to accomplish, generally it's going to come with hard work, dirt, and grit, and it's not going to be the most inviting in the world. That's from verse 4. And verse 4 is where there are no oxen, the manger is empty, but from the strength of an ox comes abundant harvest. No poop, no dog. Point number 4. Slow down. This is a big thing. Even in these podcasts, spending time with you guys, I get so excited because there's so many different points that I'm getting as I'm studying through and I'm looking at my own life. And what I find that for me, Proverbs is a mirror. At first I read it, and now it reads me. And this morning when I was looking at it, it was like this point number 4, slow down. Even in my speech, you can see that I'm excited. You can see that words are coming out of my mouth as fast as possible. But when I slow down and I think and I sit in and I ask God for the wisdom to be present in that particular moment with that conversation with that person, because we never know how long we have left with someone. My best friend in the whole entire world, which is my pops, and I talk about him all the time, 2 years ago, he went on to heaven. And now I think about it. Imagine if I would have slowed down. Imagine the amount of times that I rolled into his house, his apartment, and he wanted to fix me dinner, or he wanted to sit down and he wanted to talk and say, yeah, Dad, I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this. I got to do that. And I was in a rush. Slow down. It's great because this whole entire proverb is about slowing down, because in verse 8, 15, 16, 17, 18, 29, and 30, I'm not going to read all of them. I will read verse number 8. And in verse number 8, it says, the wisdom of the prudent is to give thought to their ways, but the folly of fools is the deception. Slow down. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Go to verse 30. A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones. Coming from experience, I don't get to wake up and call my mama anymore. Slow down. Enjoy those moments. You never know how many more you have left. So point number 5. Is it a good idea or a God idea? This is like a bumper sticker, I know. But when I look at that, a good idea or a God idea in verse 12, here, it says, there is a way that appears to be right, but in the end, it leads to death. How many times have we thought and we convinced ourselves that this thing is right because of blah, blah, blah. And then we go and we talk to a bunch of friends who will tell us that that thing is right. And then we go do that thing. But we know in our heart that we're rushing. We know that we're afraid that we're going to miss out. And then what happens? Is it a good idea or a God idea? Number 6, it's work hard. This is probably the most simple 2 words that you'll ever get. Work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard. When I slow down and I look at anything that has been built that is of value, it's because of hard work. It wasn't because of the shiny things that I did. It wasn't like, oh, wow, I blew up or this blew up or I went viral, anything like that. What it was a lot of hard work that presented an opportunity, and that opportunity, you stepped through the door, but you were prepared because of the hard work. In verse 23, when we go to that, it says, all hard work brings profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. Big hat, no cattle, baby. Stop the yapping, start the working. Point number 7 is comparison. And I wrote on this, chill out. I fall into this so often. It says a heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones. I talked about this in Slow Down, and I talk about it again with comparison and chill out, because a heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones. Chill out. Don't compare yourself to anything else, even yourself yesterday, because you'll scar that memory. Chill out. Realize that God has you exactly where you need to be at the exact right time. And if he needed you somewhere else, he's big enough to have you there. It's what my pops would always, always say to me. Point number 8 as we close is choose kindness. Kindness is contributing to every single person. Find a way that you can be kind to someone today. Love on them. Send them a text. Send them an email. Whatever it is. But wrap it all in kindness. No matter what it is that you do, put a smile on your face and contribute to every single person, environment, and you'll find that opportunities start to pop up. My brother said to me, man, you got the golden horseshoe. I said that to my friend. I said to Dr. Compton, I called him. I said, man, you have the golden touch. He said, no, I just keep touching. But he keeps touching with kindness, constantly contributing. Then that's in verse 31 as we finish up. Whoever oppresses the poor shows contempt for their maker, but whoever is kind to the needy honors God. I told you before when we started off, listen, build, speak, work. Watch this. Listen to God. Build on a firm foundation of wisdom. Speak life to people. Speak life into them. Tell them specifically their name, the things that they're doing amazing, and encourage every single person. It is free, and it has the greatest ROI in the world. And finally, work your land, work hard, and work diligently. Work exactly your purpose. Work as hard as you can, but work diligently, meaning do the right work. Don't be busy. Don't be in a bunch of motion. Be in action. And when that happens, wrap it all in kindness, and you'll find that opportunity will chase you down and force you to accept it. I want to encourage every single one of you. I got encouraged every single day of my life. My parents told me 3 things. You're awesome. You're beautiful. You can do anything that you put your mind to. My pops would say you're the greatest, so act accordingly. And that's what I charge every one of you to do today. Choose kindness, but listen to God. Build on a firm foundation. Speak life. Work hard. Work diligently. And wrap it all in kindness. Proverbs 14, a plethora of wisdom, absolutely fire. Thank you so much for coming on and spending time with me on Unscripted. I appreciate it. A journey through wisdom from a source that's 3,000 years old. Test it out. Have a wonderful day. Peace, love, and soul. I'm officially off the hot seat.